Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play No Evidence for Phasmophobia. This has been one of my most requested videos ever, so I think it's about time to get into this. So, credentials, I'm sure you want to know. I'm currently on a 60 plus No Evidence win streak. So I have won over 60 games in a row, which I believe is the world record right now. I don't know for sure, but when you type it in on Google AI, it does actually say it is. There might be someone who's done better. Let me know in the comments if you know anyone that's above. I think we're on 64 or 63 or something right now. So yeah, do let me know. But I feel like I've got the credentials, and I feel like I know enough to give you a very good no evidence guide here. So hopefully this is good value to you. No evidence, in my opinion, is the most fun way to play the game. You have to use your knowledge of the ghost. You need to know the speeds. Basically, you need to know everything about the ghost, which I talk about in my ghost guide video. If you haven't watched that, I'd highly recommend watching that. This video is going to be more about your techniques and how to rule out ghosts one by one. So we're going to go into a game and I'm going to run through everything that I bring in, when I bring it in, why I bring it in, and everything else. So before we get into the game, let's run through my settings for no evidence. And this is really simple. This is how I do no evidence. I go to custom, I create a custom, and then all I do is go up here in the top right, click presets, click on insanity modes, and then I go to the ghost and I go to evidence given and I take it off. So now it's basically insanity mode minus the one evidence. And this is how I play. And in my opinion, this is the most fun way to play Phasmophobia. So you get a 7.95x reward, which is really good. And you have this 75% sanity, which is what you get in the sanity mode, actually gives you time to set up for things like Oreo tests, see if you're getting maybe a demon or a Thay if it hunts you straight away. But anyway, let's run through everything from the beginning. It will load into a bit of Tanglewood and I'll tell you exactly what I bring in when and why. Okay, so we have loaded into the game. Firstly, what I do obviously is take the key and open the van. Now, this is my ideal loadout for no evidence, and this is what I'll take starting off. So I always take a headgear so I can see. I use hold T to use your head torch. I use tier 2 headgear, by the way. That's tier 2 headgear, so you can have a torch whilst you're using other items, and it doesn't take up an inventory space, so it's really good for that reason. Same with a lighter. I always grab a lighter first. I've got the tier 3 lighter just because it lasts longer than all the other ones, and yeah, and also it doesn't take up an inventory slot. So right now it's like I'm not carrying anything. Okay, so now the first actual proper item I take is incense. Now, the reason why I do this is when I'm playing on my no evidence settings, which is currently insanity mode minus the one evidence, as I showed you at the beginning, you start at 75% sanity. That means demons can hunt you almost straight away when you walk in. They can hunt you at any sanity anyway, but they're more likely to hunt you really soon when you walk into the house. Thays can also hunt you after you've lost about 5% sanity when you walk in the house. Therefore, 2 ghosts can hunt you pretty much off the bat, and Thays are scary to get early as well. Like, they'll be rapid. They can hunt you at 70-75% sanity maximum. So yes, that's why I take in an incense, because I need to be ready to instantly smudge the ghost if it decides to attack me. The next item I take is a photo camera. Now, there's a few reasons why, so I'm going to explain. Number one, if you first walk into the house and you find the bone, you can just go take a picture of it, pick up the bone, and then you don't have to worry about taking a photo of that bone. And you don't have to take a photo of the bone, but it's nice to get that photo out of the way as one of your 10 photos. So I always go for perfect investigation, of course. So yeah, I always take a photo camera for that reason. But 2, and this is the most important reason why I take it, phantoms. If I get a ghost event when I first walk in the house and then I don't get one for the rest of the game, I'll be like, damn, I wish I had a camera at the beginning to get a photo of that phantom when you got that lucky chance where it appeared in front of you. I wish I'd had the photo camera because now I can't rule out phantom. Now, of course, you can work out phantoms in hunts, but I like to rule them out really early. So yeah, I take a photo camera in, and if I can get a photo of the ghost when I'm setting up, that's great. Next item I take, of course, is a thermometer, a tier 3 thermometer. And yeah, I use this basically just to find the room. This is the only thing you really need to find the room, especially if you're on small maps. Obviously, when you're on a bigger map, I might take a parabolic instead of the photo camera, for example, so I can find the room easier. But yeah, for small maps, I always bring in a thermometer as well. So let's head into the house and let's find the room. So what I will do is turn on my head torch. We'll head to the door. We've already got the keys. We've already opened the van. Everything's ready. We'll see what the challenges are. We've got escape the ghost during a hunt. That's pretty easy. Parallel microphone. pretty easy. An EMF reader, easy but a bit annoying when you're playing no evidence because you don't really use an EMF reader. But anyway, let's open the door and let's head in. So what I'd like to do first is pick up the keys, turn on all the lights. Okay, right. Well, we've been quite lucky and it's already turned on the shower there and it's already being a little bit active as well. In fact, I'll take this opportunity to get a photo of that book that's just been chucked. Photo of this door real quick as well. Photo of the water. We're doing, well, a great start. It's a great start to the game. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go straight to the breaker now. I won't worry about the bone yet. Although I do have, as you can see, have a little search for it on my way to the breaker. And then I turn on all lights leading back to the room. So I spend less time in the dark. What I also do as well, sometimes is just check around this area to look for the bone. But it's actually better to wait to look for the bone properly until you've set up and you've got the room and you've set up a few other tests first, especially an Oreo test, which we'll get onto. So yeah, having a little search for here, no bone. So let's go back to the room and work out exactly what room it is. It's either the corridor or the bathroom, probably. It could be that. Could be here as well, though. Let's see. 12 degrees. That's a bit lower. 9 degrees. Okay, we got a 9-degree room. So I will leave my stuff here. Now, what I always do is leave my stuff, so my thermometer and my photo camera, but I leave my incense close to the front door. Not so close. Obviously, the room's right next to the front door, so I've put it, like, next to the front door. But if the room, for example, was the kitchen, I'd actually leave my incense halfway between the kitchen and the front door. Now, I'll explain why. When I walk in, after I get more items right now, if the ghost decides to hunt me, I need to quickly get on the incense. If the ghost is in the kitchen, of course, I need to quickly get my incense. So it's halfway between me and the room. So I should, theoretically, get there before the ghost will. Also, when I've brought all my stuff in and I've headed to the kitchen, if I'm setting up and then it hunts me, I can quickly run back to here and I probably won't have to even worry about wasting my sprint whilst I'm setting up. I can quickly grab the incense and use it if I need to in a panic. So I always leave the incense about halfway between the front door and the ghost room. On Tanglewood, this is easy to show. On other maps, like, for example, if you've got the ghost room on the bottom in the basement on, like, the last room of Willow Street, I'll leave the incense maybe at the top of the stairs, just because which is obviously way closer to the ghost room than the front door, because realistically, if it hunts in the basement and I am near the front door, I can find somewhere to hide and I don't need to worry about it getting to me. Anyway, so next I will bring in a video camera because I like to rule out a mimic early game. I'll take a salt to check for wraith, and I'll take a crucifix for safety reasons, basically, so that I don't get hunted on early game. So what I'll do is I will head in. I'll probably drop the camera here, get the crucifix out early so we're safe. I'm going to put it here so that it's covering this room and most of this room. So we've put it just there. Okay, it's turned off the breaker so we can instantly rule out Jinn, which is amazing. I will go get some salt down here. I like to put one in the room with the ghost, one outside the room of the front of the door of the ghost, and usually one in the room. But because it's such a small room, oh my words, I saw it in the corner of my eye. Right, we got a photo. Unfortunately, we can't rule out phantom because it says interaction and not ghost photo. Oh my word. Oh, we missed another opportunity. I don't believe it. Anyway, now I'm a little bit sus, so I'm going to take an incense with me. Just because I'm a little bit worried I've been hit by those ghost events. I'm not 100% sure if those ghost events actually affect your sanity. I'm pretty sure they do if you hit them and they disappear, but I might be on quite low sanity now, so I'm going to keep an incense close by, if not on me at all times. Let's have a quick check for mimic. Real quick, so I'll check both rooms just in case it's decided to switch rooms, which it does quite a lot on this game mode, on the settings we're on. Okay, and there you go. Yeah, so I did lose quite a lot of sanity there. Now what I can do as well while I'm here is get a photo of the crucifix and that. Did I get the interaction photo? I did, so I can take another photo. We can rule out wraith because it stepped in salt. We can also rule out shades as well because it evented in the room with me. So I've ruled out shades for that reason. Shades can't event in the ghost room with you, and that is the ghost room. So I've ruled out shades, and it's evented twice, which is very rare for a shade to do early game. And one of them wasn't a shadow event. Unfortunately, I can't rule out phantom because that photo earlier was at 3-star. It must have been the door. It must have been a photo of the door. But if it said ghost and the ghost wasn't there, I could rule out phantom. However, I can't do that. Again, all the super big important details about the ghost are in my ghost guide. But yeah, let's go and get some more items. So now I've done that, what I would usually do, if it hadn't been ghost evented and definitely hadn't been hunted, I'd actually set up an Oreo test. So I'd bring in 3 firelights. However, because it's already tried to hunt me and I'm already on about probably like 45% sanity, I'm going to actually leave them for now. And I'm going to bring in instead another incense. I've got 2 incenses on me. And maybe if I hadn't got all the photos I'd bring in salt for photos. But I'm going to bring in a motion sensor and a parabolic because I might have to do a banshee test later. So I might as well get them down now. Let's have a look at what we've ruled out. Yeah, these are the only ghosts we can physically rule out right now for certain. Pretty sure it's not a mimic, but I like to wait later on in the game for mimic on no evidence. Because they're quite easy to work out if the ghost is acting very weird between in different hunts. So yeah, we'll get this down here. Parabolic will turn on. Incense is there. Another incense down. And we'll go get our Oreo test now. Now that we've got 2 incenses nearby, we should be good. So, 3 firelights. Let's go into the room. I'm going to put them on the crucifix to do an Oreo test. I think... Oh no, the ghost hasn't turned off the lights. It just hunted. So, we can put 3 firelights down around this crucifix. Now, what I'm looking for, I will always grab my incense and my camera at this point, by the way. Also, it just hit the keyboard, so I can take a photo of that. That doesn't mean it's not a mare, by the way. It has to turn on a light to not be a mare. Oreo test, I put 3 firelights around a crucifix. If the crucifix goes off whilst these lights are on, then it can't be an Oreo. If it blows out all 3 firelights and then the crucifix goes off within 6 seconds, it is most likely an Oreo. Let's see what happens here. If it hunts in 6 seconds, it's an Oreo. And it hasn't. Okay, so I can rule out Oreo. No Oreo there. So now it's basically just hunt time. So this is where you gotta be brave and you gotta do some hunts. So what I will do is get my lights on in the area where I'm going to be kind of assessing what the ghost is. And now I'm going to go back and grab myself my motion sensor and parabolic, and we can do a banshee test. So what I will do is get a motion sensor down here, get my parabolic out, and we are going to listen for the ghost to see if we maybe get a scream. We're also going to watch the motion sensor to see if the banshee roams to me and back. So yes, that's what banshees do. They can roam to you. They can also spawn on you as well. But they also scream in a parabolic as a 33% chance. So just because you get whispers doesn't mean it's not a banshee. Again, this is all in my ghost guide, but like, I want to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. The motion sensor is there because the ghost could roam to me, and the parabolic is out to see if I get a scream. But I am actually going to head back now real quick. I'm going to leave 1 incense there, keep 1 in my hand because we're close to the ghost room. I'm actually going to remove the crucifix because I want it to hunt me and I don't want to waste too much time. So, oh, okay. Crucifix is gone. It's just tried to hunt me again. What I am going to do, actually, is get another crucifix to put on my body in case it does spawn on me as a banshee. You can't ever be too careful. I'm going to also grab another incense, and we'll head back in and turn on all the lights and go back to the kitchen. So let's do that. So lights are all turning on. That crucifix has been fully burnt now, so we've got no more uses, so I'm bringing this anyway. We also want to check to see if the ghost has changed rooms so we can rule out Banshee and Goreo. So let's go do that real quick. Now, we are in danger here because the ghost can spawn any second now, so we've got to be careful. I'm going to use the thermometer here first. 12 degrees. 13 degrees. 4 degrees. Right, it's changed rooms. So we can rule out Banshee and Goreo because it is warm in the room that it was in. Now 13 degrees instead of the 5 degrees or wherever it was before. So we can rule out Banshee and Goreo because they can't physically change ghost rooms. Again, Banshees can roam to you and spawn on you, but they can't change ghost rooms. That's really important. So yeah, now we're going to sit and wait for a hunt, which should happen pretty soon because we've already been hunted already and we've been ghost evented twice and been hit by it. So we're going to do an assessment now of what the ghost acts like in hunt. We're going to be looking at the speeds, how it looks. I'm not hearing any footsteps. Okay, I'm hearing them now. So to me, that sounds like normal speed. So we can instantly rule out Revenant because Revenant would be slow unless it sees us or senses us. A Dio we can also rule out because that would have sprinted to us and then come super slow. So we can rule out Dio as well. We can also rule out Reiju because we heard the electronics go off and we didn't hear the ghost speed up. So we can... Hello. Okay, that's a ghost airball event, so we can actually rule out Oni as well from that. So what else can we rule out here? I mean, it could be a Miley. It does seem really quiet, but we'll do another hunt for that. Other than that, we still need to test all these. It's more than likely not a Hantu, but we might as well wait for another hunt. Now, what I'm going to do now is set up a Polty test. So put all the objects I can find kind of in the middle. Right, the ghost has just spawned right there in a ghost event. Therefore, the ghost is actually there right now. So what I'm going to do is actually stand here, because once this ghost event ends, the ghost can technically spawn here for like the next 10 seconds. We have got a crucifix on me, so I should be fine. But better to be safe than sorry. It should roam back to its room in a second, so we'll see the motion sensor go off. There we go. Okay. We'll keep listening for Banshee. I'm currently in a solid spot. And yeah, we need to do a few tests right now. So what I want to do is do a Jinn test to see if it speeds up from a distance. It still seems quite quiet to me. This could be a Myling. I'm almost certain this is a Myling, to be honest. I'm hearing stuff being knocked and I'm not hearing footsteps. Or very faintly. Oh, yeah. It's got to be a Myling, I think. Okay, so it hasn't instantly gone a bit fast, so it's not a Jinn. And again, it seemed like normal blinks. Definitely not a phantom. A phantom you would have barely been able to see when it ran around there. Not a poltergeist. It barely chucked anything there. So, and poltergeists are very obvious. Not a yokai, probably, because I used electronics and it came to me, but I'm not going to rule that out yet. More than likely not a Hantu here. Like, really, really likely to not be a Hantu. Because I was listening to it the whole time and it wasn't fast in the cold rooms that it spawned in. And Hantus are fast in cold rooms and slow in warm rooms. It's definitely warm in here and it wasn't slow. So I pretty much can definitely rule out a Hantu. I didn't see a shapeshift, so probably not on a bake. I always leave Moroi, by the way, later game. Because you got to wait for a few hunts so you know you're on low sanity, and it should be getting faster and faster. And if it doesn't get faster, I like to rule it out after a few hunts personally. But yeah, almost definitely not a Moroi, almost definitely not a Fae, although I haven't checked line of sight speed yet, so we need to check that. We've already ruled out Jinn anyway because it turned off the breaker, but it's just useful to know if it didn't turn off the breaker, it didn't speed up and then get slowed down as it got close to me. They like to break the gap between you and the ghost. That's what Jinns do. Yokai, will do another yokai test where we put on our electronics, my little global push to talk button. The normal ghost will be able to sense you, but a yokai can't sense you until it's about like this far away from me. So yeah, we'll do another yokai test this hunt. If it runs to me every single time I turn on my electrics, then you can be pretty sure, yeah, that's not a yokai, because the yokai won't do that. Yes, we also need to do a spirit test where we smudge the ghost and wait 3 minutes. Well, wait to see how long it takes to hunt us. If it takes 3 minutes, it's more than likely a spirit. If it hunts under 3 minutes, it cannot be a spirit. There's no way, because spirits have to take 3 minutes to hunt. So yeah, let's do a few more hunts. Twins, I always leave because twin speed can be a little bit deceiving. So I always wait for twins for later on. But it becomes kind of obvious after a few hunts. The ghost is normal speed every single time. Right, we should get hunted soon. It's taken a while to do another hunt, so let's just wait and sit patiently. We need an EMF reading. That's actually really annoying. We might want to quickly head back. Okay, and this is why I take incense. There you go, not a Reiju. As you can see, my light was on, it wasn't fast. Now, we've done an incense, so I'm actually starting a timer. Oh, I haven't got my timer up. Normally, I'd have a timer up, and I'd be timing 1 minute 30 right now. Let me just open it now. It should pop up in just a second. So, we are a little bit delayed to this. Let's move it here. We are a little bit delayed to this. We're probably, what, about 15, 20 seconds behind. But that's okay, because if it hunts within, like, 2 minutes 30... then we can rule out spirit. So yeah, we've got a spirit timer going right now. Now spirit timers count when you incense the ghost, not when your incense ends. It's when you hit that incense. So yeah, we can now wait. I've got 2 incenses on me if I need them, but we're currently out of line of sight here, so the ghost can't see us. If I stand up, it can. So yeah, we're sitting, chilling here for when it spawns. Yeah, we know it's not a banshee, obviously, but we haven't seen it roam to me once as well, so that's another confirmation it's not a banshee. But yes, let's wait for another hunt, because we were kind of in panic mode then. We didn't really assess anything. I'm still pretty convinced this is a myling from the sound of it, but we'll keep checking. We might as well. Basically, mylings are a lot quieter than other ghosts. There is a torch test, but I don't really use it. I feel like I can kind of tell without needing a torch out and stuff. But yeah, it's very much still feeling like a myling to me. I'm kind of glad this is a harder to guess ghost and not like a really obvious speed ghost, because it means you guys can really see all the tests I do. So we've only got these ghosts left. I haven't actually tried running round, seeing if it speeds up the line of sight speed to rule out Fae yet. Although it's almost definitely not going to be a Fae, because it's not really been getting slower. Fae ages over time. But yes, here we go. Here comes the hunt. Yeah, I mean, it's almost definitely a myling. And it can't be spirit. There we go. It ran straight to me, not a yokai. It's speeding up, as you can see. It's chucking a few things, but not like poltergeist chucking, you know? Now, the smudge test is also actually a demon test. Now, I can stop the timer now, right? We know it's not a spirit, because it hunted at, like, 2 minutes, probably. Like, maybe less than that. Where spirits have to hunt after 3 minutes of smudging. You can also do a demon test with the smudge. So, if you do start the timer when you first smudge it, if it hunts under 1 minute and 30 seconds after you hit that smudge, it can only be a demon. All ghosts hunt after 1 minute 30, apart from a demon. This is almost definitely a myling, but I want to keep doing tests just to show you. It's not a yokai because it ran to me when I used my electronics. It's not a Moroi because a Moroi would be faster now. We're on like our 4th hunt or something, or 3rd hunt, and it's not got any faster. And my sanity would be really low by now. So it can't be a Moroi. Can't be a Fae because it's sped up in line of sight speeds. That should be an airball event. I thought so. It's not twins because it's been the same speed every single time. I haven't seen one single shapeshift, but however, Obake can, with a female ghost, it can actually be difficult with an Obake shapeshift because, and I actually had this before, I had a hunt where I trained a ghost the entire time in a hunt and I didn't see one shapeshift. It was a female ghost and I actually at one point thought it was a phantom. And the reason was because it was shapeshifting into a crawling girl ghost. Male ghosts can't crawl. The male models can't crawl. Only the girl ghosts, the really tiny one and the one with like the white pajamas on. We do one more yokai test just to be sure. Yeah, see, it's ran straight to us. This is definitely a myling, by the way. Like 100%. As you can see, it's got normal blink, so it's not an Oni, but we already know that anyway. Also not a phantom. I'm going to smudge it now. Start a timer. So we're kind of doing a demon test now. If it hunts under 1 minute 30, then it has to be a demon. If it hunts after 1 minute 30, then it's more than likely not a demon. But demons sometimes, most of the time, to be honest, hunt after 1 minute 30. But if they do hunt under 1 minute 30, the ghost does, it's definitely a demon. If it hunts after, then it can still be a demon, to be honest. I've gone through like 3-4 smudges before and I've had a demon take 3 minutes to hunt me before. So it's just a way to rule out a demon, not to get a demon 100%, not really a way to rule out a demon. So yeah, we've got a timer going right now. It's not going to hunt under 1 minute 30 because it's definitely a myling. We still not had a shapeshift, so at this point I'd rule out a bake. Mimic, at this point, I would potentially go check the room with a video camera. However, I have kind of already done that, and it's been acting the same every hunt, so it's probably not a Mimic. I'll leave that there for now. I only like to rule out ghosts if I'm certain. These ghosts, I mean, it could be these, and this is where it gets hard. It always ends up being Mare, Demon, and Yuri, because these are the worst ghosts to get in the game. However, it's very quiet. It is definitely a myling. But I'll just show you for an example why it's a myling, I guess. I'll put my headgear on and we're going to listen really... I'm going to be completely silent. We're going to listen very carefully. It should hunt in about 10 seconds. Listen very carefully. When my light is flashing, see if you can hear it. You probably can't. I don't really use this test. So I can kind of tell anyway, but from just hours of playing. But yeah, they're also, Mylings are also quite, like, their steps are quieter when they're close as well. I always thought it was when they were just like normal volume when they're within like 12 meters or whatever it is. But they actually are still quieter anyway. At least from I find they are. I assume they are. I think it's pretty obvious, but yes. Anyway, let's wait for the next hunt. It can hunt us anytime right now. It's been a minute 30, so this test is actually doesn't mean anything anymore because we've already ruled out spirit. Let's listen very carefully in this hunt and see if it's definitely a Myling, although I'm pretty certain it is. So let's wait for the hunt. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Yep. I'm a little bit... Okay, I'm a little bit hesitant now. If it's definitely a Myling. We can turn this off. I'm going to do a few mare tests. Turn on a few lights, wait 10 seconds and turn them... It seemed a little bit loud there. It's changed rooms again by the looks of it. Let's see where the ghost is now. Ghost event, that's fine. Yeah, I think it might be in the baby room now. Interesting. Go away! It's definitely a Myling. I'd be able to hear its footsteps from here. Yeah, no, it's definitely a Myling. I was a little bit hesitant then. But no, it is, yeah, that's a Myling, for sure. It's definitely quiet in the room that it spawned in. You can definitely hear footsteps from that distance on Tanglewood. So, yeah. Yeah, Myling. Okay, right, we're going to leave on Myling then. Obviously, I'd want to get my EMF reader, which I actually didn't end up getting, did I? Because I panicked. So let's go get an EMF reader real quick and get that challenge done. And I will go get the bone because we haven't got the bone yet. What I tend to do normally is get the bone when the Oreo test is going. As long as I don't travel too far away so I can tell when the third firelight goes out if the crucifix went off straight after or whether it went off a while after. I like to have a little search. If I hear a firelight go off, I tend to like go back to the room just so I don't miss it. Let's get the EMF and let's get another smudge. And let's work out where we're going. Oh, we got an EMF reading. Amazing. Done. Okay, we just need the bone now. Okay. Okay, go sit. Very active Myling. I find Mylings a very active personally. From my experience, they always seem to be quite active. There we go. That was lucky. It was in the garage. Basement. I'm just holding a crucifix so that it doesn't spawn directly on me here. And that's it. We're done. We've got a perfect investigation on no evidence. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, Myling. I like to always double check. I've got all the challenges, all 3-star photos. Myling ticked. Let's have it. And there we go. That is how to win a no evidence game. I'm glad we got a slightly harder to get ghost. A Yuri would have been very difficult. A demon would have been a bit more difficult, maybe. They can be easy sometimes. And there we go. It is a Myling. And we get all our rewards for that. And that, my friends, is how to do no evidence. And that's the order in which I do it. I'd highly recommend taking all the advice I've given you. And honestly, guys, this game is all about learning stuff yourself. Like, I've learned a lot from other people. But mainly, my main learning is when I'm actually doing it myself. And you kind of learn what's what. Kind of learn what sort of ghosts do what, when. When. I'm starting to rap now. But yeah, you kind of learn everything just by playing. I'd really recommend doing it. It's so fun. It really makes it a very hard to work out investigation. And makes it exciting in that way. And you get good rewards for it as well. 3.3k for that. Detailed stats are all here if you want to see this. Myling doesn't have an ability, so no ability issues there. Bone location basement, lovely. And there are all my detailed stats. But yeah, guys, I hope that was helpful. Go and smash it, man. No Evidence is so fun. Have a go. Use the items that I use if you want to. But again, it's all down to personal preference. And I've personally found from all the win streaks I've done, this is the best loadout. Personally, I've had no reasons to really switch it out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe for more videos and for more information educational videos. I will be doing more and more of them. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I do go live almost every single day, so feel free to come join. My Twitch is Casson. I'm also live on TikTok and YouTube as well. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your days and see you in the next video. Bye.